The free games market is completely oversaturated nowadays, and I'm not talking about games like when the Epic Game Store sometimes releases games for free just because they can. I'm talking about games that let you try them for free, expecting you to stay long enough for you to eventually succumb to buying their microtransactions, stuff like Fortnite, Apex, and the like. It's become such a bore to modern audiences that when a new free-to-play game got announced at the Game Awards, it was met with disdain. It didn't look like something that would break the mold, and realistically, very few games do. It takes a lot of effort to captivate an audience enough to not only try your game, but convince them to spend money on it too. But if there's any title that succeeded in doing this in strides, it would have to be the subject of today's video. Marvel Rivals is a 6v6 hero shooter that was released back in December of 2024, and coincidentally, that's when I started recording this. I know it took me a long time, but I swear I have a good excuse. But before I say what it is, let me just say that this game was such a breath of fresh air. As someone that was starting to get sick of Overwatch at the time, and I'm not here to debate which is better, Rivals fulfilled something that I was looking for that Overwatch just hasn't for a long time. A stylized art style, lore that is shockingly deep and connects to why certain characters appear in the game the way they do, a wide array of different heroes to choose from, and the list can keep on going. Suffice to say, I liked the game. And I liked it enough to the point where I really wanted to see what I needed to do to get every single achievement. I love achievement hunting, so I thought if I was going to play this game a lot anyway, I might as well give it a shot. I don't want to wait until later when the meta changes and the old achievements get harder and harder to get. That happened with Overwatch, and I don't want to experience that hell again. So as I was scrolling through, I noticed that, at least on paper, they didn't look so bad. Besides some very minor stuff that we'll get into soon, every other achievement is hero specific. Obviously, some are more difficult than others, and we'll get to that, but I do like how they made each one attainable enough that if you wanted to try out a character, you're bound to get it eventually, regardless if you're new or not. But here's the problem, and why it took so long for this video to come out. Originally, this game had 38 achievements. Now it's up to 49. And even that isn't updated yet because it's still missing a few other heroes. At first I thought Guang Guang, my beloved developer, would be nice and only leave me with the base game trophies. That, as you can see, is not the case. So with every hero that came out, I had to make sure I get the achievement that came with them. So this video might differ from other 100% journeys you've seen here. With that, let's begin. First, let's get the stuff that doesn't matter out of the way. These are going to be achievements that you get naturally just by playing the game, regardless of the character you're on, like landing a 3-player KO streak, upvoting one player, or teaming up with a friend. That one might be difficult for some of you. Use the customized wheel, play an arcade match, reaching level 20, and winning 100 matches. Now on to the good stuff. There are a lot of characters in this game, so I'm going to try my best to make this easy. I'm going to start from the supports, then tanks, and end it off on DPS just so everything is in order. Oh, and a lot of the trophies are pretty repetitive, so you're going to hear me say that a character needs to get X amount of kills with their ultimate a lot, for example. And a little side note, I forgot to record when I was trying to do Spider-Man's missions, so here's the proof. Anyway, let's start. Starting with the supports, as Jeff I need to eat at least 4 people with his ultimate. As Cloak and Dagger I need to assist the team in getting a team wipe, and the same applies to Mantis. This next one is really unique and one of my favorites. As Loki I have to get a kill by backstabbing an enemy, which just means melee them from behind. It sounds tricky, but I just walked up behind people until it worked. As Adam, I have to use the Soul Bond ability on 3 Guardians of the Galaxy characters. I had my friends pick characters in that category just to get that done. This next one might be seen as throwing, I view it more like being strategic. As Rocket, I had to revive a Guardian of the Galaxy character 10 times. So, I just had my friend jump off the map every 30 seconds. Please don't report me. And lastly, Luna Snow, who you just have to play as on 5 different map locations. Yeah, there were not that many supports in Season 0, so we're moving on to the tanks. With Groot's ultimate, I had to entangle 4 enemies. By the way, keep this guy in mind because he's very useful when trying to get achievements that require you to kill enemies with your ult. Similarly to Groot, Venom wants you to hit 4 people with his ultimate. Magneto's is a bit different compared to everyone else we reviewed so far. All he needs you to do is get assists with a certain category of characters like Rocket and Atom. But instead of the Guardians, it's the X-Men. It's really easy, and I don't have a clip of me getting 10 assists all at once. These type of trophies are meant for you to get over the course of multiple games, and his won't be the last one. Penny Parker is up, and hers is one of the reasons I wanted to get this done as soon as possible. This strat doesn't really work in the modern day of the game, but if you set up all your penny mines at the front of the enemy spawn before the match starts, you can get free kills. So getting the 3 kill requirement with her mines was really easy. That's pretty much where the unique tank achievements end, because now it's Thor who also wanted to hit 4 people with his ult. Are you seeing a pattern yet? Oh, but with Captain America it's different. Instead of hitting 4, he wanted to kill 3. Okay, maybe they should have given some of these more thought. Yeah, that's it. The penny one was definitely the highlight because the tank portion sounded super lame. But now let's test out the biggest section of the video, the DPS heroes. As Black Widow, all I had to do was shoot an enemy's head 3 times. Star-Lord, like the other Guardians, requires you to get 10 kills with some help from heroes in that category. Now this upcoming trophy is a little different. There aren't a lot of these thankfully, but there are a few characters that want you to go on a 3-player kill streak on certain maps. One of those is Hela on Yggdrasil. We'll get to the others later. As Iron Fist, kill 3 players with his ult. As Iron Man, like the tanks, only hit 4 people with his ult. I'm pretty sure the reason it's not killing 4 instead is because it can be hard to kill that many in a row, but that's just a guess. Now I don't know what they were thinking with Psylocke. She's an assassin type character, but her mission requires you to contest point for 60 seconds. So I was just sitting there for random durations of a match, just waiting for the 60 seconds to be over. I should not be here doing nothing. But anyways, wow, would you look at that, it's the next map exclusive trophy. As Black Panther on Wakanda, get a 3-player KO streak. I am horrible at this character, so I'm happy I got it done as quick as I did. Storm, like Magneto, just wants you to assist 10 mutants. And like Star-Lord, Hawkeye wants to get 10 kills with characters in the Avengers category. Oh my god, here comes another unique one. Punisher has a ton of different weapons, and one of them is a smoke grenade launcher. You can kill people with it, or shoot them through the smoke, it doesn't matter. But I had to make sure 3 people died by doing that. A bit tricky at first, but I found the easiest way to do it is just to get them low and finish them off with the smoke grenade. Hey, do you mind if I speed run through the next couple? I'm gonna do it anyway. As Scarlet Witch, kill 10 mutants. As Winter Soldier, kill 3 people with his ultimate. As Magic, kill 3 people with her ultimate. As Moon Knight, hit 4 people with his ult. As Wolverine, kill 3 people with his ult. You can probably see why I didn't want to dwell on those. Now it's Namor's turn. Namor summons 2 squids that autolock on nearby enemies. You have to kill 10 enemies in a match with these. It's not too hard since you're launching them out all the time, and they don't have to be final blows either. It's pretty simple. Oh, and Squirrel Girl killed 3 enemies with her ult. With that, that is every character. Wait, what's that? There's one missing. Doctor Strange was the most annoying one to get. Not because it was difficult, but because the achievement did not pop when the game first launched. Because of a certain streamer named Boger who brought to light that you can get your ultimate instantly by teleporting your teammates off the map, NetEase, the studio behind the game, made getting any kills at all with his portal not count. So I couldn't get the trophy until weeks later when the first patch notes dropped. But by then everyone knew the trick to his portal and wouldn't fall for it easily. Well, almost everyone. Hey, this is future me talking. I'm currently editing through this, and I noticed that Hulk just isn't here. I forgot he existed. So I think I might have forgotten to record his too. Here's the proof that I did it. Sorry, Hulk. Sorry. His wasn't hard to get either. It was whatever. And that's every trophy done. I finally got them all. At least, that's what I would say if I uploaded this video last year. But no, the trophies have been updated. And unfortunately for me, they updated in Season 4. So there are a couple of heroes who I did not record for. Primarily, the Fantastic Four. So like Spider-Man and Hulk, here's the proof that I did them. But thankfully, the vast majority of the others I did end up doing because I just happened to not want to play any of the new heroes at the time. So this video isn't done, as we still have one more section to do. The newly added achievements are just like the rest. It's smart of NetEase to not go into an entirely new formula with their challenges, but I would like them to spice things up a bit more like they did with Penny. But anyways, it's more of the same old, as Phoenix hit 4 enemies with her ult, with Emma Frost get 10 mutants with her ult. Ultron's a little bit different. Even though he's a support, he wants to kill 10 Avengers characters rather than assist them. A bit fitting given his, demeanor. Next, even though Angela has a really basic mission with hitting 4 with her ult, actually getting 4 is a bit rough. Since it's a small circle of actually getting affected, I waited till one of the enemy supports ulted so I knew everyone was close together. I got this right at the end of the match. Now, do you remember Hela and Black Panther? There's one final map exclusive mission I had to do, and that was with Blade on Central Park. However, since I was doing this in Season 4, there are already a ton of maps in the game, so getting one specific location was a matter of luck. And unfortunately for me, it took about 2 hours before I actually got what I needed, and I had to make sure I got a 3-player KO streak. So I had my friend go Groot so we could combine ultimates, and luckily got it done on the first try. This is typically where the video would end. I did get every single achievement, but like I said before, they're not afraid to update them. So since I know that every hero specific achievement in their in-game achievement tracker ends up being a trophy I need to get anyways, I decided to get ahead of the game and get them done as new characters are released. So let's do one final spurt before the video ends, and we'll start with Daredevil, who needs you to get 10 kills with characters under the Marvel Knights category. More likely than not, that just means have a Moon Knight on your team. Now, all of the other missions got done pretty easily for one reason alone. Marvel Rivals introduced a new game mode named 18 vs 18. As the name implies, you have a very short match that consists of a total of 36 players. Because of this, every achievement that I aimed for after its introduction took significantly less time than the others I've done. Although the only ones you wouldn't be able to get here are Hela, Black Panther, and Blade. I had to explain this because the next few clips are in the 18v18 exclusive map. So, let's get started. As Gambit, get 3 kills while his ultimate is active. This recently got the time duration reduced, so it's a good thing I got it done now. As Rogue, get 10 different abilities when using her ability. Her grab lets you absorb other people's power. It's pretty cool. Deadpool's achievement is a little bit funny. He has this mechanic where if you get a kill, you're able to take a picture with the enemy's corpse. I had to do this 3 times in a match. I was just playing him naturally, so that's why I'm not in the game mode. As Elsa Bloodstone, get 3 kills with her ultimate. With White Fox, get 10 kills with allies under the Agents of Atlas category, which just means Iron Fist or Luna Snow. And lastly, the latest hero on the roster, Black Cat. During her ultimate, trigger 3 of her instant dashes. She's a little bit tricky to do in 18v18 since she's a diver, and having that many enemies looking at you while you dive is a bit hard. But yeah, that's it. That is 100% of Marvel Rivals. I'm going to still make sure I finish every Future Heroes mission going forward so that the game will always be at 100% for me, but the chance to actually do another one of these videos isn't high. Unless I actually do all of the in-game achievements. Maybe one day. But with that, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.